You guys want to switch over to the hot list now and get this get the wheel going? See what we got.
Let's do it.
We got 4 topics left on our list that we made. So maybe
Are we allowed to know what the topics left are?
sure.
Okay.
So today is going to be best base runner. However, Tyler, the topics left are best two-way athlete, best fastball, and just best athlete in general. So
Got it.
today is going to be best base runner, though. I mean, I got one, but Drew, get in there. Get in there.
No, I'm gonna have to think here for a second. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
lead us
there's
off.
one that jumps off the page, but you can take them for sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with infielder Gavin Michaels at Normal Community, committed to Cincinnati. I mean, what that kid does on the base paths is pretty unbelievable. He's obviously super fast, but I think the speed translates so easily to his base running. Like, he steals bags for him. He basically can just impact the game in so many ways for Normal Community. And I think you guys saw him at a tournament in Rantoul or Milwaukee at the Rock, where Pete, I think you were the one locking in on the game, and it was like he got a single, stole second, stole third, ended up scoring or something like that. And I think that event was actually what brought him to the future games last summer. So I'm gonna go, Gavin Michaels here. He's best base runner.
Yeah, I thought Gavin, you brought up a great point with like he's got a good 60 time, but like really can also run the base. I think a lot of the time kids get so wrapped up in what their 60 time actually is, and they think that just because they run a 6.7 or a 6.6, they're a good base runner. And in my opinion, that couldn't be further from the truth. Like it's the jumps you get on the bases, it's the aggressiveness, it's the mindset. Like Gavin Michaels is a guy that the moment the ball leaves his bat, he is thinking basically home run until somebody stops him. And that's what I love about him. Like the nonstop trying to take the extra base, always looking for that opportunity. His speed translates even more so on the field. Like I think if he ran a 6.5, a 6.4, like I would say his speed even plays up on the bases. That's how much I like the way he runs the bases, and it impacts the game. It's constant pressure, and I just think that's a great point. Because there's guys out there, in Illinois right now, probably running a 7.1 60. But if you really put your thoughts and focus into how to run the bases, quality secondaries, how to cut a bag, reading balls off the bat and knowing if they're going to drop in the outfield or not. Like, you can be an elite base runner without having elite speed like Gavin Michaels has. But fortunate for him, he has elite speed and he's an elite base runner. So that's probably the best base runner in the state, regardless of class, that I've seen in a while. So, yeah, get in there, Pete, though, on yours.
Well, mine kind of goes along that same tournament, because there were two guys kind of going like head to head, like on who was the best base runner there. Jalen Valise from Yorkville, that dude is in the same exact boat. I mean, he is an absolute menace on the base paths, great jumps, and it's like confident jumps, like, you know what I mean? Like, he reads it well out of the hand, can see it in the dirt before it actually gets there, gets great jumps. Always looking to get that extra 90 feet, and I mean, the speed plays up everywhere. He's an absolute game changer, same as Gavin, and those are just two guys that are, I mean, got to be absolute nightmares for opposing coaches, and those are guys you definitely want in your lineup, towards the top of that lineup, and they're going to, continue to do that throughout the ranks, and it's just going to be a huge asset to have moving forward for whatever teams they go to.
Yeah, I'm going to go with senior future gamer Patrick Connors. Looks like I took Drew's. My bad. I got to see it not only down in Georgia, but also he was on my field during during state games. Not only does it play in the outfield, but what he does on the base pass even bigger. He's just a threat. You can see it in his eyes. It's always an option, no matter what situation, whether it's going to second or third. If Drew, you have any more on him, chime in. But
I think you're spot on. Like, to me, it's Gavin Michaels and Patrick Connors are like the two best base runners in that senior class that I've seen. I think Pete's got a closer look at like Jalen Valise at the Rock and stuff like that. But from what I've seen, I love Patrick Connors. And then the numbers don't lie either. Like he was an all-stater for us. He stole 44 bags in the high school season, which I mean you're averaging but he's basically stealing a bag and a half a game. If you look at how many games high school teams play, like it's really impressive. Boston College, and yeah, big fan of just the way Patrick Connors plays the game in general. I think he's a football guy too, and like that, I could easily see it because it's that same aggressiveness, always looking to take the extra base. He understands what makes him good, and he wants to show it off. And I think that's a huge attribute for him as well.
I'm gonna hop in here, Drew. I see a name you're hovering over. I'm not gonna take yours. I do like where I think you're going with this, but he just committed. I'm going with Omar Avalos. This is a kid who's been doing it since I've seen him when he was 14. He was on my junior future games team. The kid is just fearless on the bases too, and it's not like that reckless like stupidity on the bases. Like he's fearless and he's confident on the bases. Hammett, you were just talking about that. Like you have to have confidence to steal bags. This past spring, he stole 33 bags, was only caught stealing once. So we've kind of talked in the past about how he's a table setter at the top of a lineup. Like that kid gets first, high chance he's going to take second. Like a walk kind of turns into a double with Omar. So we already talked on it, but like to piggyback off what you said, Hammett, like I love that he committed to SIU. I think that's such a perfect fit for both sides. So I'm going with Omar here.
These are all awesome call outs. I'm debating between a couple, but yeah, my first two picks were stolen. I really liked Adam Kozak and what I saw to him at the senior future games, committed to Lewis. And base running wise, I don't have as much history on him as I do on Gavin Michaels and Patrick Connors, and actually seeing them consistently go, first to third or steal second, then the next pitch stealing third. But the times down the line for Adam Kozak were elite. Left-handed hitter. I think he was a football player, maybe still is. Don't quote me on that. But like consistently like 409s down the line. Like 411 down the line on ground balls. And that's pretty elite for a high school player. So really like what Adam Kozak brings to the table from a speed perspective.
Yeah, I'd love to shout out, and I'm sure Tyler, you can get in on this too, but Carver Cone. I mean, that dude's just so much fun to watch. Watch him play the entire game. But once he gets on the base pass, you can't help but smile. I mean, like, when I was coaching first base at the super sophomore games, and like anytime he got on first base, I was like, all right, here we go. And he would just kind of give you that look, like he's like, I'll see Tyler in a second, because Tyler was at third base. Like he just knew he was gonna get there somehow. But man, that kid, I mean, same thing. Like great reads, unbelievable speed, switch hitting center fielder. Like that kid has a super bright future.
Well, and hey, I'm going within the first couple pitches. Like if this guy that I'm facing like doesn't have a good move, and if this catcher's arm isn't an absolute rocket launch, like I'm going. Another dude who's super confident with everything he does on the baseball field. But it's a great shout out, Pete. I was eyeing him.